Okay, problem number 11 says so far 17.5 or 17 and 5/10% of students have turned in their permission slip for the Aquarina field trip. Which number is not equivalent to 17.5%? So let's make sure we take note of that not. We want to find the one that's not 17.5%. So first, 17.5%, that means per 100. So that's 17.5 over 100. And that lets us rule out answer choice B right away. Also, we know that 17.5%, we can make it a decimal by moving the decimal place 2 places to the left. So 17.5% is the same as 175 thousandths, which rules out answer choice A. And then if we say this decimal, I just said it, 175 thousandths, that's 175 over 1,000. That allows us to rule out answer choice C. And if you can figure out that this is the decimal, that makes it pretty easy to pick answer choice D anyway, because it can't, that decimal's in the wrong place. Okay. Number 12, a marathon is 26.2 miles long. Annalise wants to use her star chart to determine the number of feet in a marathon. What number sentence should Annalise use to determine the number of feet in a marathon? On a problem like this, I would just grab my star chart. I wouldn't worry about the answer choices. I would just start thinking about, okay, I have 26.2 miles. And then what do I have on my star chart that can help me? It doesn't tell me, I want to find out the number of feet. It doesn't tell me how many feet in a mile, but it tells me there are 1,760 yards in a mile. So I can multiply the number of miles times 1,760 yards per mile. And then I'll know the total number of yards in the marathon, but then I want to find out the number of feet. So I look at the next conversion, and it tells me there are 3 feet per yard, 3 feet per yard. So there'll be 3 times as many feet as there are yards. So if I multiply 26.2 times 1760 times 3, I'll find the total number of feet in the marathon, and that's answer choice D. Okay, problem number 13, last problem on the part 1 of the Moy review. It says Ryan is building a model of an F-16 Fighting Falcon. The scale on the box is 1 centimeter equals 8/10 of a foot. If the wingspan of Ryan's finished model is 40 centimeters, what is the wingspan of the actual fighter jet in feet? So we have 1 centimeter, or 0.8 feet, equals 40 centimeters. And we want to know how many feet that would be. We know that cross products have to be equal, so 40 times 0.8 equals 1 times x, which is just x. That's going to make this easy. So 40 times 0.8. Just ignore the decimal. 0 times 8 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32. There are 0 decimal places in this factor, 1 decimal place in this factor, so 0 plus 1, or 1 decimal place in our product. So 32. X equals 32 feet. Another thing you can do is to check whether your answer is reasonable here. If 1 centimeter equals 0.8 feet, you could just estimate and say 1 centimeter equals 1 foot. So 40 centimeters equals 40 feet. But you know 1 centimeter doesn't equal quite a foot. It's a little less than a foot, so your answer should be a little less than 40. So the only correct answer could be answer choice D. Okay, I hope that helps with the Moy review. We're going to do 13 more problems on Monday, another trash ball review to wrap it up. Between those 2 reviews, and if you're studying these worksheets at home, you should be in good shape for the Moy on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's a long week of testing. Do your best and just take a mental break when you need to. The math test, you have 2 full hours, so if you just pace yourself and take your time and check your work, you should be fine. Okay, I'll see you on Monday.